Hello everybody, welcome back to another cooking video. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas crepe cake. Let's get started. Okay, so the batter for these crepes starts out with 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Now I will mix together the dry ingredients. And a whisk works really well for making this batter, but our whisk is dirty and I'm too lazy to wash it by hand. I know, pathetic. So I'm using this fork instead. Now I'm going to add the wet ingredients, which is 3/4 cup of milk, a 1/2 cup of water, two eggs, and a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And if you wanted to make these even more Christmassy, you could add about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of peppermint extract, depending on how strong you want your peppermint flavor to be. But I decided to make these vanilla crepes. So now I'm just going to mix these together until they are completely combined. And you want your crepe batter to be lump-free, unlike pancake batter. The last ingredient is 3 tablespoons of melted butter. So now I'm going to divide my batter into 2 different bowls and try to make it as equal as possible. It's not gonna be totally even. I'm spilling some, but you know, it will be okay. And now I'm going to add my food coloring, green to 1 bowl and red to the other. And how much food coloring you add just depends on how dark you want your crepes to be. Okay, so now I'm going to cook my crepes. And I have this pan heating on medium-low heat, and I'm going to spray it with some nonstick cooking spray. This is going to be a little bit deformed, but that is okay. I'll be able to trim it before I make the cake. I'm going to wait until it has bubbles on the top and then flip it over and then put it on a piece of parchment paper to cool. These cool very quickly. So now it is time to assemble the Christmas crepe cake, and I'm going to put whipped cream in between the layers. I'm using a 16-ounce container of Cool-Up, but I can't guarantee I'm gonna use the whole thing. You can really put whatever sort of frosting you want between the layers, but I thought that whipped cream would be really good on this. So I'm just going to add a spoonful of the whipped cream and spread it out with my spatula. And I will do that until the cake is completely stacked. And since I did end up having 5 red crepes and only 4 green ones, I don't think I measured out the batter equally enough. That's okay, but I'm starting out with red so they can be like opposite colors. So it would look like more fun that way. I'm going to frost the top and outsides of the cake. as you can see, I finished frosting the Christmas crepe cake, and now I'm cutting it so I can take a taste. Okay, so I cut myself a piece of the Christmas crepe cake, and as you can see, it's definitely not the best looking crepe cake out there, but this was the first time I've ever made a crepe cake, and I'm not the best at frosting cakes, and I'm really not the best at making crepes either, so I think it turned out okay considering those things. So now I will try it to see if it tastes good. It definitely tastes good. And I think the red and the green kind of made it like pretty also. But yeah, very tasty. And yeah, this was like a really good thing to try out. Like I said, I've never done it before. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.